The value of early intervention. Interestingly, it used to be debated. Is that useful? Is it not? Is it helpful? Is it not? Those questions were answered decades ago. Early intervention helps. It helps the children and it helps the families around the children. This has been seen and documented in more studies than I could tell you right now. There has recently, even this year, been a remarkable report that has come out with one of the early intervention programs dating back to the 70s that have looked at outcomes of children who have been involved in formalized early intervention programs from early infancy onward, and the follow-up of those kids through kindergarten, through elementary, through high school, now beyond high school, look at and have demonstrated improvement in terms of health, in terms of academic progression, in terms of socialization, in terms of healthy lifestyles. On the big and the broad scope of things, what we see is the effects that come from the interaction in that early childhood period have ramifications right on into adulthood. From the standpoint of how does that help me now, it's not just what do I get 20 years from now, but even in the present, what we understand is that the development of that baby, if that development is supported through nurturing relationships with the family and the caregivers in the family, and that development is tailored in a way that the baby can utilize the services that are rendered on a daily basis in a natural sort of learning environment, the outcome of that approach has shown developmental milestones stepping up and stepping up and stepping up. There are some situations, particularly with children with special health care needs and particularly those with medically fragile health care needs, where the ability to read the child, respond to the child, takes a step beyond what the parent-child interaction might otherwise be with a youngster who has no barriers to communication and to that interaction with the people around them. Being able to anticipate where the next step is going to come in that development and say, you know, here are things that you can do to get us to that next step. That can be useful even for a seasoned parent who has had 2 or 3 other children who are doing fine.